CNN viewers, we've got some of the post-game comments now from JLin of the Houston Rockets after he and the Rockets defeated the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, 109-102, in 2012 preseason game number 5. As if you haven't watched it already, I did a full report and analysis on the game tonight, and I'll link to that in the video description as well. I will also put a link into video of JLin's comments from tonight in the locker room after the game. Jeremy played great tonight, as we covered in the other video. I think he had 7 points, 5 boards, but 12 assists and only 2 turnovers. Really good game for him tonight. Now, what he said, and you see the title of this video is, "I'm feeling better and better." That's a direct quote from him, meaning his body's starting to come along. He's starting to get his rhythm back. I know that Coach Kevin McHale mentioned the other day that Jeremy was trying to get his mojo back, and I think it's starting to come. One of the first things he said to the media tonight was that he really liked the way that the whole team was committed to running in this game. And as we've mentioned, the Rockets are young, they are big, and they are athletic. So one of their key advantages over most competitors is going to be running, because not only are they athletic, they're deep, so they can come at you guy after guy, one lineup after another, and just run people into the ground. And they did a lot of that tonight. Lin was happy about that. He said that the Rockets spread out the Memphis Grizzlies. They played fast and they played with free flow. One of the reporters asked him, you guys kind of started a little bit slow, and he laughed a little bit. And he's like, yeah, we got to come out with more energy, especially me. He again showed leadership, saying that it's up to him to come out with more energy, and I like that. We mentioned that after the last game. He's taken responsibility and a leadership role on this team. He feels as though things are beginning to fall into place for him. He feels as though he's kind of heading in the right direction in terms of where his game is. And he also talked about the conversation he had with Coach Kevin McHale last week, and he said that helped a lot. He said that McHale's a great person. Basically said that the coach told him, just do your thing, just play your game, go out and have fun, don't think too much. We're not trying to put any limits on you. We're not trying to make you do something you don't want to do. Just do your thing. But the one thing that he said that the coach told him was, we want you to be confident. We need you to be confident because you're the leader. And so Lin said that really helped him. And look, Kevin McHale, a multiple-time NBA champion himself, played with Larry Bird. Larry Bird, now again, I'm old enough to have watched Larry Bird in Larry Bird's prime. Larry Bird was, in my opinion, as cocky and confident a player you will ever see. He was, you think some of these players today are cocky or confident, like a Kobe or whatever. Bird was just, he was incredible. He was an amazing player. Certainly have him in the top 5 all time, or the top 6. I guess you could argue Wilt could be number 5 ahead of him, but Bird had supreme confidence. And McHale knows that, and he knows that the effect that Bird had on the Celtics with his confidence. Now, I'm certainly not going to sit here and tell you JLin's going to be Larry Bird, because he's not going to be Larry Bird. But a whole bunch of people aren't going to be Larry Bird either. JLin is a very talented young player who is critical for the Rockets, and I believe he is also critical for the growth of the NBA worldwide, particularly in Asia. So he's extremely important, and Houston needs him, and Coach McHale and his teammates and the league needs him to, feel good about himself and play his game like he did in Lin's Sanity run last year. And so this was a good step tonight for the team, for Jeremy. I've said it in previous videos, I personally believe that the only thing that can stop Lin from becoming a legitimate star on the court in this league is if he gets hurt. As long as he stays healthy, I am confident in his work ethic and his talent to be able to become a genuine star because of his playing ability, not because of his celebrity or whatever, but because of his ability to play the game. I think it's just a matter of time. Now, I know you guys have probably heard, just as I have heard, people saying, oh, Rockets aren't, he's not working hard enough. You've heard the whispers in the New York papers saying this. Let me tell you what I think happened with JLin in this past offseason, and I alluded to it in the game wrap-up video tonight. Here's what happened. JLin went from a guy that was sleeping on his brother's couch, not sure if he's going to stay in the NBA, and all of a sudden, he's got a $25 million contract. He's a major endorsement figure for Volvo. He's wanted all over Asia and all over the world. So you got a 24-year-old kid who went from it's like Cinderella. You went from cleaning up the floor of Cinderella to now you're dancing at the ball. He's just trying to adjust. So he didn't have time to, and he's coming off the knee surgery. So it's he's just trying to put it all together. But don't think, oh, he's a bust or he's this or he doesn't work hard. No, this guy definitely works hard. You don't get into Harvard if you don't know how to work hard. I can assure you of that. As somebody who was an Ivy League graduate myself, and I was fortunate enough to be able to go to one of those schools, they will work the heck out of you. So JLin knows how to work. I think, again, I do not think he will ever have another period like he had this offseason. I think now he will begin to get adjusted to this life, getting used to being a superstar, so to speak, and just what that entails and what you have to do. I think that as long as he can get himself up to speed, his body up to speed right now before the season starts, avoiding injury, the sky's the limit. Now, again, guys get hurt. I'm not going to say he's going to go the rest of his career without getting hurt, but he's well on his way. And if they can just get him through these next couple of weeks where he gets his conditioning up, I think he's going to have a great season and a great career. So that's the wrap-up of what Lin said tonight. He was just chilling out. It's so funny. You watched him now. He's sitting there in his little hoodie. He's not a star yet in his mentality. He's not wearing a suit and tie and everything. He's just chilling out in his little hoodie. So it's kind of fun to watch. I think in a couple of years, you probably won't see him wearing that. But, I don't care. But just, that's a trend of a lot of the big-time stars. They wear the suits and ties and all the stuff. So that's what Lin had to say tonight. I think he was happy with his performance. The team got a great win, and onwards and upwards. This is Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching. Of course, you can come and join us on the Conservative New Media Facebook group. We will put a link to that in the video description below the video player, along with the other links that I mentioned. And we'll talk with you soon. Again, JLin and the team is off for 1 week. Their next preseason game is next Wednesday, the 24th, I believe. So Jeremy said he's going to try to use that time to work on his conditioning and everything. So I guess we'll see what happens next Wednesday.